And let's start by misting off hair night anoles. Easy, Thelma. See it in the background. And their customcages.com hybrid enclosure. Give them a good misting. This yucca plant, corn plant, seems to be doing really good out here. Make sure I missed off the bottom really well every time I missed. These guys had some super worms and some blueberries yesterday, so they're not getting fed today. Pretty girl. Keep that camera out my face. Give it a bite. Keep putting it in my face. Alright. Go over here and take care of Castro the Third and Nancy. Waterfall's doing awesome. I've seen Nancy down there. I haven't seen Castro around it, but I have my my surveillance camera pointed at that food dish, and Castro is definitely a blueberry connoisseur. I just fed Nancy some, Tom fed her some super worms yesterday, so we're just going to mist them off today. This is lukewarm water. It's dechlorinated tap water. So, just do it liberally. Make sure they get plenty to drink. All right. Came out earlier and did some cleaning. Took. Anybody who keeps iguanas knows that they have a mineral spray, salt spray, folks call it. How they discharge certain minerals from their bodies, and so it's way blasted in the back there, but she didn't want me. She was getting a little irritated with the paper towel, so I had to kind of cut it short, but I kind of got the front and I got this side a little bit. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if I can set this down without knocking the camera over. It's not on a tripod. Pick it back up and see if she'll eat a couple bites of grub pie is what I have for him today. There you go. Got my little Home Depot 5-gallon bucket shop vac, and I vacuumed out both the iguana enclosures. But I don't think next season, after I bring them in from being outside for the summer, I don't think I'm going to go with the tile. I'm gonna go back with a substrate of some sort. I just don't think the tile looks very clean. I mean, I vacuum and I take a damp paper towel to it as much as possible, but it just still looks, it doesn't look good to me. Yeah. You're always trying stuff, you're always learning in this hobby to see what kind of stuff could work for you. There you go. Oh. Give her one more and then we'll see what Boss will do. Last time I tried to feed him grub pie, he wasn't too thrilled with it. bite, pretty girl? Is that it? There we go. Oop, oh. Is that it? All done? Pretty girl. Alright. Let's check on the other ones. Oh, what am I caught on? Oh, move the fresh water out of the way. Watch your tail there, big guy. Here you go, buddy. You want a bite? Of course, Tiamat's gonna come running over here. She's a fiend. He doesn't seem to appreciate grub pie anymore. He used to eat it quite readily. Hey, buddy. No? Alright. Tiamat will eat some now. Tail. This ought to be good. Watch your toes there, pretty girl. Hey, Tiamat. Pretty girl. Hey. Yeah. Alright, one more piece and then we'll see if Boss will eat some. I'll have to get him some super worms. He's got to get something today. Okay. Try again, big guy. I don't know. Let's see if it's the tongs that are bothering him. Let's see if he'll eat out of the dish. Well, there you go. Now I know you don't like the tongs. Got my hand. Taking my fingers into my own. You are awesome. You are an awesome iguana. Keep my thumb in. I want to keep my thumb on my hand. Want this last piece, buddy? Are you going to eat this last piece? Come on, big guy. I know you want some more. Now eat this last piece for me. It's not enough for you. Can't wait to get him outside. You're probably in mid-May, maybe depending on nighttime temps. Might be into June. Get him out there where the humidity's nice. Try to kind of clear up his skin a little bit. I missed him off frequently, but he still seems to have some problems shedding. And I hope they get along. I don't know. I think I spoke in the past. Tiamat took a bite out of him up here. It's healing up nice. But I think I might be scarred. And he had some problems on his hind legs too. So, but those seem to be healing up good too. All right, buddy. Want that last piece? Come on, get that last piece. Come on, big guy. Alright, I'm not going to pester you. And I'm going to do something different with this ZooMed habitat heater, this heat mat. I'm going to either put it on the back of the wall or put it underneath a hide box or something. I just, you know, he goes to the bathroom on it, he basks on it, and I don't think it's very sanitary, so I'm going to change that up. Like I said earlier, always learning, always trying to improve in this hobby. And of course, out here in the garage, I got all of my, I've got 4 customcages.com hybrid enclosures. The big one that is split down the middle for Bosque and Tiamat, 6 foot long, 4 foot tall, 2 feet front to back. And then I have 2 that each have a pair of night anoles in them, and they are 3 feet tall, 2 feet side to side, 18 inches front to back. Lucky's enclosure is 3 feet long, 3 feet tall, 2 feet front to back. And they are awesome, and everybody out here is doing really well. Lana and Boris, the Russian tortoises, are outside in their pen. The nighttime temperatures are such that I feel comfortable keeping them out now, even though it's a little too cool for Indy, who is still in here. Once the nighttime temperatures are a little bit higher, I will let her stay outside in her pen. So that's what we got going on out in the garage. And here shortly, we're going to go feed Jugger and Grimrod some silver sides. And I hope these two get along when I get them outside. I know a lot of people have been asking me for babies, and I really do enjoy incubating them and successfully hatching them. And last year, everything was infertile. 2 batches, 2 clutches from her, all infertile. So, big guy, do your job this season. All right, come back shortly and feed some snapping turtles, alligator snapping turtles. So for now, Jugger and Grimrod are still in this 20 long aquarium, and I couldn't tell you which one's Jugger and which one's Grimrod. They're obviously both ready to get some food on. And then there you go, see them gaping mouths. I do plan on upgrading them this year. So let's see here. So what I'm feeding them is Hikari silver sides, like you would get for your large predatory fish. Want to make sure there's no parasites or anything like that from feeders. I do get them the mollies and the platies, and every now and then. You guys have seen those before. Never goldfish. What is it, a thiaminase deficiency for some of the carp species. Now, silver size naturally might be that, depending on there's numerous species. I don't know particularly which species Hikari is packaging, but they do supplement to make sure that deficiency is not a problem for aquarium fish. This guy, he's down on them without an issue. Boom. And I think I'm bothering him. So I'm going to back off a minute, but I'm going to stay close enough to make sure they don't fight over the fish hanging out of his mouth. So let me back off. Down the gullet, big guy. I got another one for you if you want it. I only feed them 2-3 times a week. I don't feed them every day. silver sides, some tilapia fillets I get from the grocery store that I supplement with calcium and vitamin D3 powder before I cut them up into strips, and then I put them in the freezer and thaw everything out, obviously, before I feed it to them. Night crawlers on occasion, feeder, live bears, mollies, platies, guppies, swordtails on occasion. I put freshwater clams, like clams on a half shell you get for your aquarium fish. I've put those in there before. That's kind of neat to see them get the meat out of the clam shell with how the dexterity of their mouths are. It's pretty cool. That's a clump of roots to pothos there. The pothos vine is huge. Back up and goes all the way up to the top of the window, all the way around, over here, and it's hanging right there on the floor. Alright. So, finish that one. Let's see if I can get him to eat his second silver side, or her second silver side. The gimbal wants to focus on things. So, there we go, that one's going down quicker. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Okay, we're feeding action this fine Sunday. It's my 3-year-old, almost 4-year-old Anoles Barracoa up here. And in the back is the slightly younger one, who I put in there because I thought she was a female. Honestly, now I'm not so sure because I was looking at his underside and it looks like he's got hemipenal bulges. But these two have not fought one bit. But I am not naive to think that that couldn't change in an instant. So I will be separating them, and hopefully I can find some females for them. I would really love to do more work with the Barracoa night anoles. I threw some crickets in there, and that's why the one in the back's got stuff in its mouth. I think it was doing some hunting. And then here's Mork, the male Cuban false chameleon that I got from a local reptile specialty store last year, because I thought I had a Mindy. At the time, I did not have a Mindy. Now I do have a female. And that's pretty cool because unfortunately Bella, my breeding female that I got all the babies from last year, passed away yesterday. I think she was just going downhill for a while. I got her as an adult. I have no idea how old she was. I had her for several years. So I'm hoping it was just old age. I'd like to think I gave her a good life, but this is what she left me. This is the one of her babies that I kept back. This is a female, and once she gets a little more size to her, I'm going to pair her with Mork, and hopefully the line will live on. But that's the new Mindy. She's definitely a female. No post-cloacal scales, no bulges. So we'll fatten her up, get her some size because she's still significantly smaller. I will not leave her in there with them. I will pair them up for just a brief period of time, and then I will separate them and let her go about her business laying eggs so that she's not constantly being mated, which I think is very stressful for her. All right, let's see here. Flip the camera around. All right, let me zoom out. Haven't posted in a hot minute. I said that more than once, but I can do it when I get around to it. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing out in the garage the enclosures I have for the common night anoles and my Honduran spiny tail iguanas, the custom cages enclosures. They're awesome. And then feeding Jugger and Grimrod some silver sides, and then just take a look at some of the night anoles I have back here in the room, and the Anoles Barracoa and my Cuban false chameleons. Gimli, my long-term male Cuban false chameleon, the first one I ever, well, not the first one I successfully kept. I had a pair many years ago before these ones that I have now that didn't last very long. I don't know what that was about, but he's still doing awesome. So maybe someday I'll be able to get him a girlfriend and let him continue making some awesome babies. But if you like what I'm doing, please subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and comment. And until next time, take care.